We are the Gujarat Technological University. Since its inception over a decade ago, GTU has been empowering young and curating minds to realize their true potential. Over 4 lakh inspired students are enrolled with one of the premier academic universities in India. With more than 450 affiliated colleges in its fold operating across 5 zones of the state, GTU, the International Innovative University, your place to move forward.
Now see, we have discussed here with the Coulomb's law, and with the help of Coulomb's law, we can discuss the concept of electric field, and with the help of electric field, we can derive the expression for electric field due to infinite line charge and infinite sheet charge. Now, first of all, what is the meaning of Coulomb's law? Like charge always repel with each other, while unlike charge always attract with each other. It is the statement of Coulomb's law. It is the statement of Coulomb's law. Like charge always repel with each other, while unlike charge always attract with each other. Attract with each other. Now say this Coulomb's law. What is the meaning of Coulomb's law? I have explained this whiteboard. Now consider here it is plus Q charge, and here it is considered as a minus Q charge. So it is considered as a like charge. Sorry, unlike charge, dissimilar charge. So always attract with each other. Always attract with each other. And if it is considered as a like charge, say this plus Q, and here it is plus Q, then always repel with each other. So like charge always repel with each other, while unlike charge always attract with each other. So it is considered as a fundamental concept regarding the Coulomb's law. Now, like charge always repel with each other, while unlike charge always attract with each other. And magnitude of force. Magnitude of force means what? If two charges present in the system, already explained in the whiteboard. So what is the existence between force that can be act on them? It is directly proportional to the magnitude of that charge and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. Directly proportional to the magnitude of charge and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. So F equal to K Q1 Q2 divided by R square, where K equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0, which is known as permittivity. So see this equation. F12 and F21. This is equal, but direction is opposite. See here the direction. See here for direction. See this. Here F21 and here F12. So direction of force that can be opposite with respect to each other. Direction of force that can be opposite with respect to each other. So it is considered as a F12 force exists on Q1 due to charge Q2, and F21 force exists on Q2 due to charge Q1. So it is considered as a F12 K Q2 divided by R square in the direction of K21, and F21 is equal to, now say this, F12 means for K Q1 Q2 upon R square in the direction of K21, and F21 K Q1 Q2 upon R square in the direction of K12. Now see, direction of force can be opposite with respect to each other. So F12 equal to minus F21, K Q1 Q2 upon R square, bracket R2 minus R1 divided by mod R2 minus R1. So F F12 is equal to minus F21. So it is known as vector divided by magnitude of vector. So it is considered as a unit vector and it gives the direction of vector in multi-dimensional space. So F12 equal to minus F21. So it is known as known as vector form of Coulomb's law. F12 equal to minus F21. Now see, explain superposition principle exists on the particular charge. Mention the necessary equation with sketches. Superposition principle means what? It can be applied for more than one charge. If more than one charge that can be present on the system, if more than one charge that can be present on the system, at that time superposition principle can be used. At that time, superposition principle can be used. See this figure very carefully. I have highlighted with this particular circle. First of all, superposition principle that can be used for more than three charges that can be present in the system. So we can find the force due to the individual charge. See this Q1, Q2, which is considered as an individual charge. Q1, Q2 that can be considered as an individual charge. So determine the force based on the individual charge and based on that determine the distance. See this. See this. I have explained it. This I have downloaded from the website. Google link from Google Drive. To this drive. This is my material that can be prepared by me. So based on that Coulomb's law that can be applicable for the different charges. Like charge always repel with each other. Unlike charge always attract with each other. And F equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0. What is the epsilon 0 that we have understand here? See this. What is the meaning of epsilon 0? What is the meaning of epsilon 0? I have discussed here. See this. Epsilon 0, 8.8 pi into 10 raised to minus 12 force per meter. Permittivity means what? It is considered as an electric field that can be traveled in the medium. So it is considered as a permittivity, and unit of permittivity equal to Coulomb square per Newton meter. Unit of permittivity is Coulomb square per Newton meter. Coulomb square per Newton meter. It is known as the unit of permittivity. Now see, this is the unit of permittivity, Coulomb square divided by Newton meter. Now, superposition principle, force applied on Q1 due to Q2, which is known as F12, and F13 force on Q1 due to Q3. Now, if two different charges present in the system, Q2 and Q3, at that time, what is the total force that can be act on the Q1, which is known as superposition principle, which is known as superposition principle. So it is known as F1 equal to F12 plus F13. So here A21 and here A31. So if you can add with each other, it is known as superposition theorem. It is applicable only for finding force on the particular charge due to more than one charge. So it is the entire equation related to resultant force. Now next point, superposition theorem completed and Coulomb's law completed. Now derive the equation of electric field due to point charge, give the limitation of Coulomb's law, and define electric field intensity. See, this is the question. Now we have discussed the answer of this particular question. See this is the plus Q charge. See, this is the plus Q charge. And due to plus Q charge, we would like to determine electric field. See this, due to plus Q charge, electric field can be present in the outside direction. See this here. Outside direction due to plus Q charge. Now, if you can rotate the Q2 charge, if we can rotate the Q2 charge, if we can rotate the Q2 charge with respect to Q1, or we can say, see, this is the Q2 charge, and if we can browse another charge, અહીંયા જે charge હોય એને અહીંયા સુધી તમે લ્યાવો. If we can rotate Q2 charge with respect to Q1, or now if Q2 is browsed near with Q2, then experience of force. There exists region around the charge. There exists region around the charge in which it exerts a force on any other charge. This region, when particular charge exerts a force on any other charge located in the region, it is known as electric field intensity. Means what? I have tried to explain in the simplified way. See this. Due to plus Q charge, electric field present in the outward direction. Now, due to this outward direction field, if we can bring another charge, so repulsion of force or attraction of force that can be developed here across it. So it is known as concept of electric field, that other charge can be attracted towards this particular charge. Means what? Plus Q charge applied the field in such a way that if you can bring another charge, then Q2 charge can be rotated around the Q1. Means what? Q2 charge always attracts with respect to Q1. So it is known as F divided by Q2. So F divided by Q2 equal to E. So E equal to KQ divided by R square in the direction of AR. F equal to KQ divided by R square in the direction of AR. And this unit is Newton per Coulomb, or we can say volt per meter. It is the unit of electric field. Now, force exists on per unit charge. See, this is the definition. Force exists on per unit charge. It is known as electric field intensity, or it is denoted by volt per meter. This is electric field due to positive charge, and here electric field due to negative charge. This is here. E inversely proportional to 1 upon R square. E inversely proportional to 1 upon R square. And see these here properties of electric field line. Positive charge, field going the outside. Negative charge, field going the inside. See this figure very carefully. Clear check? See this very carefully. This is indicated by This is indicated by particular figure that can be indicated by particular diagram. Now, see this electric field line developed due to point charge. This line never cross with each other or not generate the closed loop. Coulomb's law applicable only for point charge. If charge distributed on line or surface means what? Charge can be exist on the minus infinite to plus infinite line, or charge can be distributed on the entire line. At that time, at that time, Coulomb's law is directly not applicable. At that time, Coulomb's law it is directly not applicable. It is only applicable due to the point charge. If electric field developed due to this positive charge only, electric field developed due to positive charge only, or electric field developed due to negative charge only, at that time electric field can be generated due to Coulomb's law. Otherwise, Coulomb's law is not applicable for the line charge, seat charge, and volume charge. So, how it is modified, that we will discuss in the next topic. It is next topic. Use the limitation of Coulomb's law. Define line charge density, surface charge density, volume charge density, and write the necessary equation of same. This is the Coulomb's law. It is applicable only for point charge. If charge distributed on line, surface, or volume, at that time Coulomb's law directly not applicable. At that time Coulomb's law directly not applicable. Line charge density means what? Charge distributed on the line. Charge distributed on the line. K equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0. Epsilon 0 equal to permittivity of the medium. Charge distributed on the line per unit length. It is known as line charge density. Rho L equal to total charge in coulomb divided by total length in meter. So it is known as line charge density. Means what? Charge distributed on the entire line. See this is the entire line at which charge can be distributed. See this line. See this line very carefully, at which charge can be distributed along the entire line. So it is considered as a rho L. It is considered as a rho L. See this. Now we can switch over the point. E equal to, put Q equal to volume integration rho L dl divided by R square. So Q equal to volume integral rho L dl, one time integration. So line charge distributed on the continuous mode. So simply take integration. This is the simple integration. E equal to KQ divided by R square. Electric field generated due to the point charge. Already discussed here, we can see that. So here we can put directly Q equal to rho L dl, integration rho L dl. So it is the electric field due to the line charge. Electric field due to the line charge distribution. See, this is the entire equation. So please try to prepare this equation. See this very carefully. Now electric field due to the surface charge distribution means what? Charge that can be distributed on the surface. See this, charge is distributed over the two-dimensional surface. Then it is known as surface charge density. Rho is equal to total charge in coulomb divided by total area in square meter. Coulomb per meter square. So Q equal to integration rho s ds. Simply put E equal to K integration rho s ds divided by R square in the direction of unit vector. Now volume charge distribution. Volume charge distribution. Charge distributed uniformly in the volume. It is known as volume charge density. So rho v equal to total charge in coulomb divided by total volume. So Q equal to volume integral rho v dv divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 R square. So E equal to in volume integral rho v dv divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 R square. So it is the final equation related to volume charge distribution. So here we can complete Coulomb's law, point form of Coulomb's law. volume charge distribution, electric field due to the surface charge distribution, electric field due to the line charge distribution that we have already completed here. Now in next lecture, we have tried to solve the example of Coulomb's law and determine electric field due to the infinite line charge and infinite shift charge. Thank you very much.